Hey, what's going on? Luke here, and very exciting news. We are finally getting some Rugby League 26 ratings. Now, this is coming from the official NRL page on Facebook, on Instagram, just the NRL social medias. They're finally posting the overalls to players. They start off at 89. I'm not sure what the highest rating is going to end up being, but I'm guessing they're going to go through all the ratings individually. So that's exactly what we're going to do as well. So we're going to be starting off at 89, and our first player is Ryan Pappenhausen. Now, they set these up in the form of their Pro Team mode. If you're unsure what Pro Team is, it's basically Ultimate Team. But for Puppy, we have an 83 physical, an 87 movement, a 79 kick, so I think that would cover general kicking as well as goal kicking probably, 86 handling, and I'm guessing 88 evasion. I'm guessing that's what the EVA stands for. Just quietly though, the card itself, I think it looks amazing. On to the next player, it's Hudson Young from the Canberra Raiders as well as New South Wales, but his skill ratings are 89 physical, 86 movement, 74 kick, 85 handling, and 84 evasion. So I'm not exactly sure how they're doing the whole evasion. I mean, that's even if that's what it is, but I'm not sure exactly how they're doing it, considering Hudson Young is only a few short of Ryan Pappenhausen, which you'd think a little bit different there. The third player we're seeing from the Dolphins, it's the Hammer. Tabi Fonua, what a player he is. Definitely deserves 89 rated. His actual individual stats are 83 physical, 87 movement, 79 kick, 87 handles, and also 87 evasion. So pretty well-rounded card. I will say a little bit interesting that Pappenhausen is a goal kicker and, does a little bit more in-play kicking than what the Hammer does, yet they've got the exact same rating. Now on to the next player from the Parramatta Eels as well as the New South Wales Blues. I don't think he played for Australia yet, but we have Zack Lomax. Now, this one should be interesting. 89 physical, 85 movement, 78 kicking. That's where I'm a little bit confused because obviously a goal kicker, maybe they're basing it off his state of origin kicking. 82 handles and 88 evasion. So, I don't know. It's a little bit strange because I don't really consider Zack Lomax to be that kind of player. Like, he's not exactly a guy who's stepping players. And when I imagine evasion, I kind of think of a guy like Pappenhausen and Tabi Fonua, yet he's kind of, I think he's higher than Tabi Fonua. His hands have actually probably his strongest suit, and he's less than some of the other ones. So a little bit strange, even in terms of the kicking 78, even physical, he's not the fastest guy or anything like that. So that was a little bit shocking, but I mean the actual overall itself I think is really good. Actually, a good comparison for Zack Lomax is the very next player, and it's Xavier Coats. It's the Melbourne Storm, Queensland Flyer. Probably has played for Australia, I can't even remember. Definitely played for Queensland though in the previous series. He starts at 85 physical, 88 movement, 78 kick, 86 handling, and 85 evasion. Now, in terms of Xavier Coats, if you've ever watched him, in terms of comparison for speed, he's one of the absolute flyers, and he's much quicker than Zack Lomax, let's be real. Zack Lomax had an 85 in movement. Xavier Coats has an 88. Is that a big enough gap? I mean, I'm assuming there's little other stats that are going to be included as well, like there's always agility, stamina, all that sort of stuff that gets chucked in there, but Xavier Coats moves much better than Zack Lomax. Zack Lomax is just way more physical, I would say. Like, if Zack Lomax is getting intercepts, I think there's a good chance he gets run down. Xavier Coats, mate, shut the gates, he's gone. Now that's the last of the backs. Going to moving on to some of the other positions, and the first player is Liam Martin from the Penrith Panthers, New South Wales Blues, the Australian Kangaroos. Absolute fantastic player. Obviously won all the premierships. Definitely deserves a rating of 89. I know when I was doing my own little custom ones in Rugby League Live 4, definitely had him right up there. Now his physical stats is 89, 84 movement, 75 kick, 89 handling, 85 evasion. Now I'm not going to lie, looking at these stats, they seem very very similar regardless of the position. I guess if you've got an 89 rated player, you've kind of got to have high stats everywhere just to kind of get the 89 rating, but it does seem weird that he has a 75 kick. Yeah, I wouldn't really consider him ever kicking. Definitely seems like a little stat that they're doing to just nerf the player ratings, and hopefully that is the case, because 75 kicking, we shouldn't be passing to Liam Martin. We don't want Rugby League Live 4 where the lock's doing all the kicking. And I would hope not, because looking at the next player, he's a lock. He's from the South Sydney Rabbitohs. He's the New South Wales Blues, Australian international. It's Cameron Murray, and honestly, his stats actually look quite decent. They do reflect how I think he plays. 88 physical, 87 movement, 75 kick, 85 handling, 88 evasion. Again, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of the similar stats because there's only 5 different little areas to go through, and they've all got the same rating. So probably a few things here and there that's going to be up and down. What I will say is you'd think the backs would have a lot more physicals, I guess, which they haven't necessarily got. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but that's just something I'm observing. But overall, I think Cameron Murray would be an absolute weapon of a card in the game. Now onto our first halfback of the game. He's an absolute legend. I don't know where he's going to end up playing next year, but currently he plays for the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. He's an Australian international Queensland halfback. We started off as the Queensland halfback and the captain. It's Daly CherryEvans. His stats: 82 physical, 83 movement, 87 kick, 87 handling, 85 evasion. Now, looking at those ones, he's an 89 rated, yet none of them are high. And actually, that's one thing I am noticing is that a lot of these guys, yes, 89 rated, but there's not really any that are kind of in the 89 rated in terms of their stats, but I'm guessing it's, you know, some sort of weighted system, but he definitely has the least physicals that we've seen so far. His movement is down. It reflects how CherryEvans plays. Kicking 87, so I'm guessing in-play kicking. I'm guessing that's probably what it means more so than goal kicking by the looks of things. Handling very good. Evasion, he's not exactly a stepper, but he is quite handy with the ball, can do some steps. But I'm glad that they have noted down that his physical and his movements are kind of not on par with some of the previous ones we've seen who have been wingers, fullbacks, centers, some back rowers as well. So at least it does look like they're paying attention to some of the actual traits of the players. Here's where things do get interesting because we do have someone to compare it to, and it's Jerome Luai from the West Tigers. Obviously been at the Panthers for a long time. New South Wales Blues, Samoa. 79 physical, 82 movement, 89 kicking, 88 handling, 86 evasion. Now, just purely on like that little card alone, if you're playing like an ultimate team, whatever, I'm not exactly sure how we get the 89 rated player. Like it definitely doesn't seem like an 89 rated player. I know there's obviously going to be lots of other little stats, but it seems so far off. Like 79 physical, 82 movement for a guy like Jerome Luai, who some of his best traits is his movement. It seems a little weird for me. Like it seems very, I don't want to say generic, but like his kicking being an 89 being better than Daly CherryEvans, when CherryEvans, his bread and butter is his kicking game. Like how good is it? Where Jerome Luai, he's kind of been the dude who's taken a back seat to Nathan Cleary's whole career in terms of kicking. So does seem kind of generic. Now, we only have 2 players left, and the first player is from the Melbourne Storm. He's a second rower. It's Ellie Katawa. What a player. I believe he's Dalium, second rower of the year. I mean, he should be high. He's been absolutely fantastic for the Storm. 90 physical, 83 movement, 76 kick, 90 handling, 84 evasion. Now, this one does look like a really, really good card. It looked like it could be an overpowered card, if I'm being honest. 90 physicals. The movement a little bit lower than some of the others, but it remains to be seen how different it is to some of the others. But the 90 handling I think will come in handy. But again, the 76 for kicking for a guy who doesn't really kick. It does seem a little interesting, but I've mentioned that a couple times now. But I think this does look like a really nice card. Definitely someone I would like to pick up on day one. And on to our last player, probably the most overall balanced player. It's Reese Robson from the North Queensland Cowboys, soon to be a Sydney Rooster, currently New South Wales hooker as well. Very, very balanced card. You're going to see they're all kind of like mid-80s, 84 physical, 85 movement, 81 kick, 86 handling, 88 evasion. So it kind of does show you that they are kind of looking towards positions, I would say, because, Reese Robson, he obviously has a better kicking game than, Pappenhausen or whatever, despite Pappenhausen being the goal kicker and doing kicks as well. But purely, I think, because he plays the number 9, I think they've given him a better one. The rest of it, though, like in comparison to the other 89 rated players, I can't really complain with that one. It seems like a pretty good one. I will say, though, the only thing that does alarm me a little bit is that the speed doesn't seem drastically different. And we've seen on the previous games that it looks like it is going to be built on Rugby League Live 4. In fact, it 100% is built on Rugby League Live 4. Is that the speed was like a big issue. If you made breaks, you weren't really going to be finishing off those breaks. You're going to get run down. And I kind of fear that this might be the same. But regardless, that is our first look at some of the very first ratings that we've seen. They're all 89 rated. There is a 90 rated one too, so I'll be doing a video on that, so stay tuned for that. But guys, let me know in the comment section below. And then any players you're going to be picking up in Pro Team, any players in particular you want to sign in career mode as well, based on some of these guys, let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more on the channel. I'm Mr. Luke. I'm your home of Rugby League 26, and I'll see you in the next one. See yous. Well, that's the end of this video. If you happen to enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. You know the drill at this point. Everybody YouTuber says it. Just go ahead and do it. It'd really help me out. Also, why not go ahead and check out some of these other videos that are on the screen right now.